Hi, welcome to Table Talks. This is Lauren Bridgelson, and I'm the owner here at One Life Kitchen. At Table Talks, what we love to do is bring to you, our viewers, some of the wonderful guests that we've had the opportunity to meet while cooking at our space. And today I have with me our guest, Mike, Dr. Mike from Chirofit. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're here with us. Mike, can you tell us when was the first time that you came to One Life?
So we came to One Life for our holiday party at Chirofit. You guys were, I think, about 5 or 6 months into it, had just opened up.
Yeah.
But we saw that you guys were open, and so we came for the holiday party, and we had a great time. But yeah, that was my first experience in One Life. Yeah.
And to show how fun the referral system works, it was Dr. Dave's wife who was here with CrossFit. And so she came for an experience and shared it with her husband. And so that's kind of the beautiful thing I like about Barrington right now is the network is pretty strong around here, where as small business owners, we love to support each other. And I think that's really cool. So what did you make that night? I'm trying to remember.
Ooh, we made a chicken dish and with a little, there was some sort of honey Dijon kind of thing going on. And then we did a salmon with pesto. I'm pretty sure we put some pistachios in there, both of which were incredible. I think I had a little bit of both.
And because this was your holiday party, we cooked together and then you guys got to enjoy the space afterwards.
Yeah, so we had gifts. Yeah, so
you did?
Yeah,
okay.
We brought gifts. So we did like our little Secret Santa gift exchange.
So whose gifts did you get?
I think Dr. Dave got me, and he got me. He got me some socks with a picture of Eazy-E on them from NWA, and then some protein pancakes because he says I need to eat more, and then some coffee because I'm a big coffee person. So he bought me some really nice coffee, some protein pancakes, and some socks. So I was very grateful for sure.
Awesome. Good. And that's what we're about at One Life is not only nourishing you with good food, but just nourishing you with just a wonderful experience with your friends by your side. So I'm really happy to hear that you enjoyed it.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. No, we had a blast cooking, and it was cool because you gave us the opportunity to kind of be or participate in the cooking aspect as much or as little as we wanted to. It was cool to at least have the options as far as like how involved we wanted to be. But my favorite part was sitting down, eating all this food that we had made, enjoying the company in the setting. I mean, it feels like home. Yeah, and it was a great time just to enjoy the cooking space. The kitchen is incredible, but then also the dining room and getting to just be family.
One exciting thing that I so enjoy about One Life is just the chance I've gotten to meet these wonderful guests and build even further relationships with them. I have had the chance to now be a patient actually at Chirofit and realize my flexibility and my mobility is not exactly there. And and through Chirofit, coming to One Life, I knew that they were out there and existed. And so I'm like, what better person to partner with than your guys' company? So I then have obviously built relationships with your staff over the last 6 months, which is really cool. And I'm super excited to share that Dr. Mike is going to be doing a class in June. We do like to refer to ourselves as a community kitchen. So we get to have all different chefs come in who specialize in all different things. So Mike, what do you think you're going to make?
Oh man. So I have some things that I know that I can cook really, really well. I hope to bring something to the table that's very, very simple, very easy to make, and very, very good for you. Trying to keep it fun, keep it light. I think it's going to be a good time, but so I have...
You are a Barrington celebrity, so
I don't know about that, but I have. I like stir fry, so I like cooking stir fry. I got a wok at home that I'm always whipping stuff up in. Some of my friends and my roommates that have lived with me before, they know a very special dish that I hold very close to my heart. It's called beef bullshit. That's just something like quick and easy that you can get in. So I got the beef dish that I can play off of. Another one that I also really like is lamb. I'm always trying people's lamb shank. The shank has a ton of meat. It falls off the bone. It has lots of fat. You can suck the marrow out of the bone, which is also really good for you. I think those are my two favorites.
It sounds like you like to cook, though.
I do love to cook. Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's something that over the years I've gotten more comfortable doing. You'll know when you don't cook something that tastes very good. You're like, ooh, not gonna do that again. So you got to try some different.
So what's
things.
your motivation for cooking? Is it just that you like to do it, or do you have excuses from time to time, like, oh, it's just me at the house, why do I want to cook? What's your kick to kind of?
So my thing is that I like fresh food, and I like quality food. I pride myself on being able to have the taste for when something is or isn't very good, and just the awareness. And I like to eat and then kind of pay attention to what my body feels like after I eat. And so, if I eat a whole crap ton of pizza, and I'm gonna feel like I want to go sit on the couch and I don't feel good, and so like I know that pizza is not gonna make me feel very good. So it came a little bit just from the lifestyle that I lead. My affinity for cooking has just come with searching for good, healthy options so that I can fuel myself. But then, I like feeding other people too.
I look forward to you sharing your philosophy with our guests that come in. I think that's very cool.
You're gonna get all of Dr. Mike in the kitchen.
Awesome.
It'll be good. The dancing, the singing.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, speaking of singing, what's on your playlist when you're cooking? Or do you have a playlist? Do you cook to music? Or
so I always cook to music. And because I'll be in there like chopping vegetables.
Yeah, because I'd love to know that. Like, I call my friends from time to time when I'm at the gym. Give me a song. Give me a song to like finish up my workout too. Like, what would be your playlist in the kitchen?
So I like to. I want to have fun when I'm in the kitchen and cooking. It's there's nothing worse than just like being bored and cooking food. And so I like to keep it up tempo, funky, very groovy. So like lots of drums, lots of guitars, the horns, all that stuff. And then occasionally there'll be some heavy hardcore rap music in there too that I'm just vibing out to. But man, it's really all over the place. It's just kind of the things that fire me up and get me going, get me excited.
I hear. So you're going to be doing this cooking dinner party. Now, if you sent out an invitation to invite, I don't know, like 3-4 people, who would your people be that you'd want to have dinner with? I know I kind of just threw that at you.
No, that's a great question. So the people that come to mind, honestly, are my best, closest friends. I love sitting down with my closest people, and whether it's cooking with them or cooking for them. My people, they are. It's my group. Awesome. I'm trying to think of something fun. For whatever reason, Superman popped into my head. He could show up, just like fly in. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, Superman would be cool.
You normally go home for the holidays, don't you? For dinners and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we have a massive family.
Do you have like an heirloom recipe from your family that like you're not allowed to share ever with anybody? Like when people go to your house, like I know I'm going to get, like in our house, it would be like, I know the Brinjelsons are going to have Norwegian meatballs and we better have them. Otherwise people are mad at us.
I'm leaving. So Grandma has a really good recipe for mashed potatoes. I think it's the amount of butter that she uses in them. I don't have the recipe to that one. And pickled beets. Beets.
Are any of the recipes still on like a recipe card?
Yeah, she's got them. So she has one of those.
I think those are the sweetest cards, because it not only is who they are as people cooking, but it shows who they are. How do I want to say it? Their handwriting. I look at some of the recipes that I have still of my grandma's, and it's like she's not here anymore, but it's like it's who she is. And when nowadays you can just download everything off of the internet and have recipes, but that's like one thing I love is when we have like a card that has that. So recently we just had a girl, Allie, who had her 40th birthday, and at the same time, it was also the 1 year anniversary of her grandma's passing. And so we did cooking with all of her grandma's heirloom recipes. And it was so sweet. Like
That's
the
cool.
recipes had like in there, she's like, instead of like use a tablespoon of water, she would say, use the eggshell and fill it up with water and pour it in there. But two, she had one that with the sauce, it was so much butter in there. I'm like, I can't believe that this would even taste right, And so I had her send me all the recipes, and so I could make them and practice them a few times. And actually, I'm like, oh, this is actually not too bad,
Did you stay true to the recipe?
Yeah, we stayed as true to the recipe as what
So
she
you used
had
the
on there. So we did,
That's awesome.
pouring her water.
That's awesome.
And the sweet thing is, like what she said afterwards is like, she's like, the aroma just brought back so much memories of her grandma being in the house. It's like she was tear-eyed as she was like doing it. It was really
cool.
It was very sweet. The whole idea of like passing a recipe on to like the next generation. So what is one kitchen gadget that you can't live without in your kitchen? Like for me, I think it would be a good sharp knife.
Yeah, I was going to say knife or my cast iron skillet.
Yeah. I also like the presentation of a table setting. So I definitely like having nice napkins and fun things like that too. And that's one thing that I love about doing One Life is after cooking with you guys, just having you come and be in such a nice table setting as well, where you're just like, I want you guys to feel like kings and queens when you're here, where we can serve you and let you guys enjoy your space. So, our motto at One Life is celebrating nourishment in your body, your mind, and your soul. So like we like to do different classes. We're looking at starting book group even for mind nourishment and tag that along with some cooking appetizers. We love to obviously nourish you with good food, even if it's dessert or something like that. That's fine. We don't have to have whole healthy eating all the time. And so we do nourish you guys with good food. And then I think you guys pretty much nourish yourself with in the soul by just being around your friends, laughing, and just taking time out from life and providing you guys a nice space to do that. How would you say that you incorporate that kind of motto in your day-to-day life?
Ooh, in my day-to-day.
Like, how do you nourish your body, or how do you nourish your mind or your soul?
Yeah, so, exercise and fitness is a big part of what I talk about to people, and it's also a big part of what I have to practice for myself. The things that you put in your mouth, they get used when you expend energy. So like your body has a need to want to absorb those nutrients, want to absorb those good things. If you're physically unhealthy, you can eat all this. You're not going to eat, spinach your way into like a healthy body. Through the exercise and through the physical fitness, those things that you take, that good food that you take in, becomes something that can be used. So definitely exercising my exercise is all over the place, whether it's lifting the barbell or kettlebells or recently I started running. I grew up a hockey player. And so recently I've been doing a little bit more running, which sucks because I'm just not used to it. And then rock climbing. So just kind of staying active in many, many different forms. So that's one way physically I kind of nourish myself with that. The food I feel plays into the mind, body, and the soul. As far as when you eat the good stuff, like I said, you can feed your body. It's something when you have good food in front of you, you have an opportunity to build a good relationship with that food, and really be present. There's something about being present as you eat, because it's too easy to get distracted, or you're eating and you're on your cell phone, or you're eating and you're reading something. But just taking the time to be aware.
That's a good point. A lot of people you see eating in the car too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's completely mindless eating. For me, at least, it feels good to eat good. It doesn't feel good to not eat good. But when there's times where, last night I had a couple mochi balls, forgive me. But if you allot yourself those opportunities where I know you talk about like an 85-15 kind of mentality where 85% of the diet is really, really good and good for you. And that 15% it's a little bit of your wiggle room, but you don't feel bad about it. But you recognize that, that 15% can't become that 85%. Otherwise you have an issue. Yeah. Using food really to drive the physical, the mental, the emotional is something over the last couple of years that I've become a lot more aware of just in cooking more, enjoying the preparation process. But then I just love eating. So I just eat all the time.
Do you nourish your mind at all with any good books or any good podcasts that you might be able to recommend to our viewers?
Yeah. So as far as like podcasting goes, well, you can listen to mine. It's called the Flexibility Podcast.
Oh, yes.
So we're
absolutely.
We're gonna release that to the world hopefully in about a month or so. And similar to what you were talking about, it's just a way that I can share a message as far as what it means to be flexible, which is just this concept that we have these different energy systems and they feed and they drive each other. And when you make each one of those things a good kind of platform, your ability to create energy, expend energy is, it's a very powerful thing. But I listen to a guy's name's Aubrey Marcus, Joe Rogan every once in a while. If I, have 3 hours to kind of sit down and listen to him, I'll listen to some different medical health, fitness kind of things. As far as books, I started reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, I mean, this is going to sound really boring, but like then textbooks is also what I spend my time reading. But yeah, textbooks and research. And
is that for your job, the textbooks?
Yeah. I mean, the job, I mean, my job is my passion and what I love to do. And so it doesn't, I like learning and I like that stuff. So it doesn't feel so much of a chore. But yeah, for to say I sit down and read textbooks at night is just kind of like, Jesus Christ, you're boring.
But when you learn, you grow. And that's the cool thing about, I personally find that's why I like reading is I'm probably not going to have an opportunity to one-on-one sit down with half of the people that are authors, but I can take an idea from there and use it then within my life. Like I was telling my friends recently how I read the book on how to make your bed. And I don't know where I got sloppy in doing that, but at some point in time, I just I didn't make the bed. I'm like, I'm the only one who's going to know that it's not made. It's no big deal. But my house downstairs the pillows will be perfect for any guests that arrive, but my bed upstairs is not made.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then after reading that book, I got the understanding, it's the simple things in life. If you can't do something so basic as making a bed, how are you going to challenge yourself to be better at your job? Or how are you going to challenge yourself or expect other people to want more from you when your standard is kind of low? And if you at least make your bed and you don't do anything else in your day, you can at least say you accomplished.
Yeah, you did one thing.
You did one thing, and that one thing kind of just penetrates the next thing to the next thing, and just do it already. So, you viewers, if any of you see Dr. Mike, whether it's at Chirofit, where else would you hang out in Barrington?
Oh, I don't. Cook Street.
There you go.
I'm there often. You can catch me at the Trader Joe's pretty frequently.
Awesome.
But yeah. So.
Well, anyway, our hope is that our guests that have become our friend become your friend too. So if you see Dr. Mike around town in Barrington or Lake Zurich, please say hello to him. Tell him you saw him on Table Talks here. And we look forward to having you cook soon. So sign up. That's going to be up online here soon on our calendar. And come out and visit us where we will be cooking together.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.